you've got a buyer on the other side. In the middle, you have salespeople, right? And these folks are drummers. And, you know, so the name for it is drum. And by the way, drum, I came up with the name because I was looking for a name. So what do? You Google. I Googled like everything under the sun for sales, and I Googled door-to-door sales from like the 1800s. And they said in the 1800s, people that walked, that pushed a cart down the street with all their goods and wares on that, they would bang on the drum, and people would come out to buy stuff off their cart. Then they were called drummers.
Like it was ice cream man, kind of, but not with music.
That's a good idea too. So that's where the name came from, and so everybody can, whether you want to participate it on a part-time basis, on a full-time basis, this is the way to basically share. And it's not online in other contexts, like you might know companies like Commission Junction, CJ. They work with very large websites and put like ads on there, but there's nothing that allows each one of us to share. And by the way, we do this every single day. I mean, how many people in the last month have referred any business to a friend or some other person? Anybody in this room made any referrals in the last 30 days, last 60 days? I mean, people do this every day. So the question is, can we aggregate that behavior and enhance it and motivate it in a way that benefits both the drummers, who are the salespeople, not both, all the drummers, the businesses who are seeking new customers, and the buyers who are seeking to get, seeking to find products and services that they can trust, they can love, they can use.
Yeah. Nah, I love it so much, and that's why I love you guys being involved with our event and our network now. And we actually posted, we have an offer on Drum now, so we're actually one of the first people who are using this.
Yeah, it's very brand new. And we're spanking new. Claim your ID.
It's amazing. I think the thesis too of it is okay, there's so many people, word of mouth is still a big part of a lot of businesses. And the gig economy, like you mentioned, and people are always looking for extra things to do and extra ways to make money. And it's right at the core of what we're doing too, because we think everyone can be a creator, everyone can be an entrepreneur, or should be able to have the ability to work for themselves if they want. And with someone being able to probably at some point in time, if they have a big network, could even make a full-time living off of just Drum alone, if they have the reach and have the network just for sharing the places and companies that they love, right?
Yeah, and look, it's funny, I was talking to, and we've raised money for the company. It's easier the second time around. I was talking to a VC, and he said, if you could point to the one stat in your company that would help you figure out this is working or this is not working, what would that stat be? It's actually a really interesting thing for everybody to think about for their business. Like, if you had to pick one metric for your business, what would that metric be? And my answer to him was, I got it wrong for a while, and then he egged me on more and more. And I said, drummer earnings. And what I mean, it's not like, I just want people to maximize. Just the idea is, if we can figure out a way to help drummers earn the kind of living that you're talking about, one of the challenges, and it's Uber and Instacart and DoorDash and Lyft, they're all great businesses, and they've allowed a lot of people to earn money. One of the challenges, though, is sometimes it's a job of last resort when you're in between jobs, or you're trying to earn extra money, or you unfortunately just lost a job. You do that, and as soon as something better comes along, you're off to do something better. And we don't want that to be the case at Drum. We want people who want to be on the network and earn money to properly earn, because if you do that, then you flood quality into the system, and everybody wins. At the end of the day, the businesses win, the buyers find better offers, and can find the products and services they love. It really enhances the entire system. So it's been a focus. The other thing is, I realize that at the center of our three-sided market are these salespeople. And guess what? There should be other ways you can earn. So on Drum, we created a way you can earn by selling. You can earn actually by signing businesses, and when they sell through the platform to other customers, you don't have to be involved in those sales other than signing that business. Boom, you earn money. It's like an annuity that, just all of a sudden something shows up on your phone. You've earned, $500 or whatever the number is. You can also earn money by building your own sales teams. So you can actually almost create a business on Drum of people who are representing a variety of products and services. If you find them to be good at that, you sign them up. They're in your network now, and when they are successful, then you can earn more money that way if they're successful. And so there's all these ways we've created for people to earn on the system, and it's all intended to drive quality into the system and solve some of the challenges that I think I've seen in a lot of the gig economy companies that are out there right now.
Yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, so let's get into some Q&A real quick before, because I know you're gonna have to flight back to Atlanta tonight.
I am. It's okay. I'll be fine.
So let's take some questions. Does anyone in the audience have a question? Okay.
Yeah. I was more. Hi.
Hey.
I was interested in the details of that system that you mentioned.
Yes.
I was thinking in my head. Okay, so is he talking about crowdsourcing the sales process, and then you mentioned that if you add businesses, is that affiliate marketing? Then you mentioned making all these people Salesforce, and then is that...
Yeah, there's lots of ways. Yeah, no, it's not confusing.
No,
I
want to know the details because it's something very important, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. And by the way, Sammy, you're gonna explain it. You're gonna do it, or is it somebody else gonna do it?
No, I'm going to talk about coming to find me later.
Coming to find. So we're gonna do.
But
But bottom line, the core of the system is businesses who are on the system or listed on the system are offering products and services to sell. You as a salesperson can go on there. You can find the things that are of interest to you based on your background, maybe your networks, the things that you're passionate about, and then you can basically favorite those. You can basically collect those, and then as you can share them via social. You and I could be talking. You can share mobile to mobile with me. You can share via social and your social networks. Any way you want, you can share that particular offer. But Sammy and the team, we've got several people here this evening, can go through all the details. And you know, and it's a very, very simple way to earn money and to basically get involved in the gig economy and you know and have an opportunity to really earn an annuity as well, which is something that's not present in a lot of the existing gig companies.
Yeah. So for example, too, like we just launched our first like yearly offer. So we do 3 events a month here in New York, and what we're doing is you can come to any event for the whole year for $99. But on the Drum app, we're running a special promotion so that anyone who shares that offer with anyone else also gets $10 too. So you can actually, like, if you like coming to our events, I don't know if this is your first one or if you've been to many before, but if you like hearing from amazing founders like Rob, you know what I mean, you can actually use the Drum app to make money for just doing something that you enjoy doing anyway.
Yeah, if you had a good time tonight, you might have 10 friends that you know might be interested in attending these events and sign up for an annual pass, and
now you get to come to every event the whole year.
$100, right? You know, then you get basically your membership for free.
Exactly. So yeah, do we have any other questions? Okay. Yep.
How much does it cost to trademark the name of a company that we have to trademark?
How much does it cost to trademark a company name?
Yeah, the company name.
Okay.
So one of my very many jobs and professions I had, I was also an intellectual property attorney for a while, so I can actually answer that question. Even wrote a book about trademarks once upon a time. So USPTO.gov is the website. That's the it's the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It costs about
USPTO.gov is the site.
USPTO.gov is
so
site.
You can use that for research, yeah.
Yeah, you can use it for research, but basically to file a trademark, if you do it by yourself, it's like $350. If you hire a lawyer, it's more. Just depends on the lawyer and whether they can do it. If you email me, I know people who can do it pretty inexpensive. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. How many patents? Because I know you have 10 patents or something, or how many patents do you own?
I don't. All the companies, my company or other companies I work for own them, but yeah, like a dozen or so.
Okay. And you're listed.
And those are patents, versus trademark, which is different.
Yeah, I think because we just filed it for Entra too. It kind of depends on the lawyer and then like how many, because you can file it for the word mark, you could file it for the design, you could file it for a bunch of different classes. So it is helpful, I'm sure, being a lawyer, but it's also helpful to talk to lawyers too. We have a lot within our network too, so if you need help, like I can introduce you to a few lawyers who can help you with that as well. If you need help, if you're going through and getting the patents and stuff, I can help you with that. Any other questions? Okay, yep.
What's the best way for a pre-money or post-money startup to do evaluation, comparables, NPV analysis, gut, and how do you justify it when there's pushback?
Look, there's, when you're starting a company and you're pre-revenue, it is gut. I mean, it really is gut. I mean, the way, look, we put a value when we tried to raise money for Gabbage initially. We picked a valuation. We didn't raise any money. We almost decided not to pursue. It was August 2009. We actually there was a total of 4 co-founders, including myself. One of the co-founders dropped out. He said, "I'm not putting any more money in this company," and which is, I understood, and the 3 of us decided to move on. But how we did that was we cut our valuation in half, and we instead of going out to raise $3 million, we went out to raise $500,000, ideally $750,000, with the right to raise more, and that's what we did. And we didn't, I think for the initial round, what you try to do is you try to find, people who believe in you, that look at the potential size of the opportunity. You're not going to be able to arrive at a scientific decision as to what it's worth. It's going to be, you look at the size of the market that you're addressing, you look at how you might apply within that market, and then it's just the gut whether people believe that you're going to be able to get there. You're always betting on the jockey, as they say at that point in the process. And so, however good a salesperson you are with them, they're going to figure that you're going to be a pretty good salesperson with other folks that you chat with, and that's really how you go. I mean, you can pick a really high valuation, not get there, but you can just test the market. My recommendation, for the most part, is just talk to as many people as you possibly can. I mean, it's like anything else in life. It's like, there's only so many. You're going to get mostly no's. I mean, because we did. Everybody does. And so it's more about the number of people you chat with that have an ability to potentially invest. So.
Okay. Yep. Last question.
My name is Chadia Al-Majassid. I just lived in here, so...
All right, I'll accept it.
I was wondering if you could share Mary Francis's information.
Sure, she's actually working, my other co-founder who left about 4 or 5 years ago, she's had a product for him now, so I don't know whether she does that anymore, but I can share her details.
Okay.
Mary Frances Jones, and she's at a company now called Rody. And we thought she was so important to the success of Cabbage that actually we gave her options in the company once we raised money, because we felt like she was as much a part of it, making that happen, as any of us were. So.
Okay. I think we have time for one more. Sorry, I just hand it up first.
So I noticed that each of these flyers has a different QR code on it. You guys doing some fancy attribution tracking?
I don't think we're doing any fancy attribution. One may be for drummers and one may be for businesses, but I don't
It'll be
know.
the same.
I don't know.
That would be a very expensive marketing to
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
each
we're
one
doing
different.
multivariate thing, right? Seeing what works.
Okay, we'll do one more. Yeah.
What are the parameters for online businesses to use Cabbage?
What are the parameters?
Yeah.
So in other words, what do we require?
Yeah.
Typically, you're in business. We do need to see revenue. And that's pretty much and we're obviously going to assess. So we basically have you give us direct API access to key data sources that relate to how you run your business. Might be your bank account, processing, shipping, social, accounting, web analytics, all these different
Like
sources.
read-only.
Yeah, read-only
Yeah.
API access, kind of like Facebook, Connect, but for small business financing. We do a quick assessment. So basically, the average time it takes from landing on our site to both getting approved and us shipping money, it's about 6 minutes. It's the fastest small business loan on the face of the planet.
And typical range of loans?
We do lines of credit that range from $2,000 to $250,000.
Okay.
And when we started, we were 2 to 12. So we've grown
That's
since
crazy,
then.
yeah.
So there you go.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We'll let Sammy come up and share a few words real quick.
Hi everyone, just wanted to quickly introduce myself. I'm Samantha with the drum team. I'm the New York City launch manager here.
You are the only one in New York?
I am the only one in New
So
York.
if you want to find out more about drum, she is the person to reach.
Yes.
Okay.
But tonight I have people with me helping me out, so you can talk to any one of us in a drum shirt. You might have noticed we have a photo booth for you to come check out if you download our Drummer app. We have some raffles that we're giving away later. One-on-one time with Rob is our first raffle prize. $150 gift card is our second raffle prize. And our third raffle prize is some drum swag. And you can come learn more from me on how you can do that with multiple entries by referring the app to people within your network. And Rob spoke a little bit about the benefits of that.
So first place, meeting
Time with
yeah.
the one and only Rob.
Rob. So you get a phone call with Rob,
Yep.
a video call.
Yep.
Second place, $150 gift card. And then third place,
Some drum swag.
some drum swag. So you can just come contact you, download the app,
Yeah,
and then go right over to their booth.
Find any one of us, and then we wanted to thank you guys for
Sure.
for
Yeah.
inviting us. We love what
This is
Onfit's
awesome.
doing, and we want to help support you guys. Drum is here to help support you guys. We think we know New York City is super expensive, and we know that there's ways to make money, and how great to refer businesses that you love, and scratch someone's back, they'll scratch yours, and that's what Drum's about. So
All right.
come find
Thank
us.
you so much. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.